Hello and welcome back to another Science Behind the Bills video. Today we have Groom Marth and we're gonna go over his kit, which is again a disaster because I have not been able to update his kit since like last year, I think, is when I finished him. You know, this Marth, it's actually kind of like one of the lesser ones I like. I think he's cute. Well, they're all cute. But I don't know what it is about it. I think for me, I just don't like him in white. Or maybe like all white, and his boots are kind of weird, but he's still cute. He's still Marth, and like the little flower from Sita, absolutely adorable. But for those reasons, like it's not my favorite of the Marth alts, but he's like not my least favorite. Honestly, none of them are really my least favorite, so I appreciate him for being green though. Like having a different color Marth is really nice. I still hold to the fact that Duo Marth should have had the wing spear, but I digress. Anyway, so Groom Marth is a bit of a budget build. I got him because, or I was able to update him at the time because I managed to summon like 2 copies of Lucina. So I gave him Arcane Threma, I think is it? I don't know, I was going to kind of go flip-flop for that name. I think it's Threma. It might be Prima, but I'm pretty sure it's Threma. Because that's like the same accent mark as Nerthus. So, anyway. He has Reposition, because who doesn't in today's day and age? I gave him Astra, but he does have the option of Moonbow. I have not been able to get a better special for him. I'd love to give him Excel, so I gave him Clash until I get that. And then this is just because I had, like I said, I had a Lucina, so I gave him a Snag skill. If I had my choice, I'd love to give him Momentum. Just because, you know, it's the kind of paste build, I guess, copy-paste build from every other cavalry unit. So I'd love to give him Momentum. And then for this, I have Insight. It took me a bit to get Insight, but I think it is still a good skill. Although I do like AS Insight Hone a bit better, but I'm not willing to kill an Erica or I forget who else has it for that specific skill. I think for him, the best thing I can do is probably update to Excel and Momentum, and then give him like Hay Slicer No Quarter, and then obviously give him Giant Axe from Thiazi. Let me see, does he have any? He does have some skill sets. I think he just has one, because why not? As you noticed, he is the wielder of the Sigurd ring, because he has no Canto otherwise, and I'm kind of a Canto fiend. I think it is a nice skill, and it is something I prefer on my cavalry units. I think I only have like 1 cavalry unit who doesn't have it, and it drives me insane because, you know, they're cavalry. They're supposed to be able to like run in and run back. That's just how that works. So, he has it, and he's fun. He's actually pretty strong if he gets all his hits in, you know. Oh, he does have that for the ring. I was right about that in the video. Anyway, like I said, that's all I can kind of do to build him. He does have an Ascended Floret because he was finished pretty early on, so I decided to give it to him. He's running double super boons. He has attack and speed. I forget which one's ascended. His attack's apparently ascended, but that's okay. He doesn't necessarily need to be fast, in my opinion. He probably should be, but I don't know. This was one of the earlier builds I did, and this was peak in like, or somewhat good anyway, in 2023, I think? I don't quite remember. But yeah, he also hasn't been maxed out on flowers yet because I've had a lot of other cavalry projects I wanted to do. But other than that, he's okay. He also has, let's take a look at his skills. He's a mess and a half, but I still love him. I did give him Catch originally because that's all I had on store. And then most of this just comes from Emblem Lucina, or not Emblem Lucina, we don't have Emblem Lucina. What's the other Lucina? It's the Rearmed Lucina is where I got most of his skills. So, yeah. That's, he's a budget build, but because he's green, he is gonna get upgrades. because it makes the Marth emblem a little bit more interesting than just like 6 reds and a few other characters. Actually, it is really just 6 reds and 2 other characters. That's pretty sad. Anyway, that's his build. He's cute. Say bye, honey. Bye, guys.